with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They start the drive with Cook. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts fumbles it. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, right side. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of two on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DJ Waddle. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then fighting through it, he's got space. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, Court. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On on third down. Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
34 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Hurts fumbles it,
and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down, now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Trap 50.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Taken in by Pascal out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Mustang 19.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
19 White. Back in 60. 70 Lions.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Vikings, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Come 19, come 19, Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
But first down hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Here's Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, it's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 17.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
65 cat, 65 cat.
They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not... to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the pass.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. 18 Cardinals. Panther 11.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
Running right, here's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down and 4, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Play action. Here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Sanders again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here we go, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 18, pioneer. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Cousins on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Cook again. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Cousins. swinging this out wide here. And he loses the football the second time. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing here, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take